Jakob is an absolute expert when it comes to the Canary Islands. I invited him to play through a few rounds and share his knowledge and tips. These are the highlights from the stream, and we will look at both basics and some more advanced knowledge. And now, have fun with this video. So yeah, we're just gonna play some Geoguessr. We can both guess and then we can discuss it afterwards. You see my screen share?
Yeah, I do.
Great, and then you can just also point me towards stuff if I miss something. I don't think you can read that. Okay, we have an exit sign here. And some unreadable signs, I guess. Or even over here. Well, I don't know. Gonna go on this road somewhere. Okay. Probably should have looked for actually something fitting. A nice 5k there.
We have Gen 4, first of all, that does not exist on every island. Well, the three westernmost islands don't have Gen 4.
Okay, the small ones, yeah. Like other camera generations on like Gen 2, I think exist, Gen 3, I think as well.
Yeah.
And they're on all of them.
Yes. Gen 2, Gen 3 is everywhere.
Okay.
There is some like antenna meta in Gen 3. But yeah, we'll get to that later, I guess.
Yeah.
Otherwise, big highway. Yeah, with a big highway, you're most likely on Tenerife or Gran Canaria. These are the most populated places.
All right. Next one. Okay. Wipes. Something aero. Omo. Dromo. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, aerodrome, I guess.
This one here. Don't think if that fits. I think we could maybe see those. Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice
it was
one.
That airport.
Another 5k, nice. And Quarks was also getting the 5k.
Yes, as you said, it had to be one of the two eastern islands, Fuerteventura or Lanzarote. All the other islands are basically just a giant mountain. And if you have like open flat area like this, it's going to be Fuerteventura or Lanzarote. If you look on the terrain map, you can see that on Lanzarote we have a lot of these like small volcano things everywhere. So in general, it's you see those a lot more, and when you see like actual hills or mountains, then it's usually Fuerteventura. Also, the soil would be way darker on Lanzarote. Also, these like stone walls, like these beige stone walls, are very common on Fuerteventura. You can find them on Lanzarote as well, but usually they are more darker and more like black volcanic rock on Lanzarote. So, yeah.
Yes, we have some palm trees, but I think other than palm trees, do you get like any trees on these two islands? Because I always felt like I never see like trees there at all.
Yeah. That's another thing, you don't really see trees, or just in general very little vegetation.
Okay. This is also looking kind of interesting. Okay, nice. So I guess here we have like the darker soil you pointed out earlier, right?
Yeah, this very black volcanic soil. Stone walls are more like, you don't get these dark stone walls on Fuerteventura, for example. Another thing, like if you look at the houses, like every house is white. That's just in general on Lanzarote. Pretty much every house is just white with a like flat roof. Which is to some extent also on Fuerteventura, but you can get more colorful houses there. If like every house is just white, you're most likely on Lanzarote.
Anything else? Actually, quite green over here. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Didn't
these
expect
hills
this.
in the north, they look pretty distinctive.
Ooh, man, this is beautiful.
And now we get night locations. Let's see.
Okay, some very interesting trees here for sure. Yeah, we have a coast, which you might be able to line up. And I can't see any other islands in the distance here. So I guess that's also kind of a general tip, but if you're coastal in the Canaries, you can often see the other islands, which also helps.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes you think there's an island, but it's in reality it's just clouds. I got fooled by that quite a few times.
Let's go here. Oh. Nice. First thing, like these trees, I don't feel like I've seen them before.
I mean,
Or maybe
that's just
similar ones, I guess.
yeah, you get similar trees on pretty much every island.
Okay.
At the right altitude.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like above, I don't know, 800 meters or something, you usually get these like pine trees on every island. That's definitely one of the like difficult parts. The same island can look so different just because you have like very different zones in terms of altitude, like different vegetation zones.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. At some point you just get this pine forest. It's very distinctive on like Tenerife as well. Like it's very like quite extensive.
Now we got El Hierro, which I think you don't get too often. So what would you say? What is like a good way to recognize it?
Again, have to say because there are quite a few different areas that look very different.
Yeah.
But yeah, this south side is very recognizable with this road up on the mountainside. Then it just slopes straight down to the coast.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
If you go further to the west, like all the way to the western tip, it's basically just lava fields down there at the coast. And the north part of the island is basically like a big caldera. You can kind of see that. It's more lush and green over there. And I don't know, the northern part of the island looks very different again.
All right. Yeah, here we have some vegetation, yes, I guess. Gonna go here. Ah, okay, that's actually pretty close to the other, there, just like over the mountain range.
That is interesting.
I mean, it just proves the point from last round that even the small island can look super diverse.
I don't really know what to say then. I guess La Gomera, because you can find a very similar forest like on the top there. Let me look on the terrain map. It's still like 1,000 meters above sea level, so we get this kind of forest. You definitely wouldn't get that like at sea level.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's good to know. This is really cool. I would say Lanzarote here. There. Okay. How do you... It's crazy. Getting like so many 5Ks.
I wasn't confident, but just scanning for road layouts somewhere in between. It's like all of these hills are basically like individual volcanoes. If you look on the terrain map, it becomes really it's really interesting to look at because you basically see like these rows of volcanoes. I think you call them cinder cones. They basically just erupt once and then they exist as mountains. But yeah,
what
again,
what are these things? Do you know what that is?
I don't know, but you find them quite a lot on Lanzarote, and only on Lanzarote. So yeah.
A huge minefield in the lava stone, like that. Oh, this is why. What? No way.
Really?
Let's see what we get next here. Really red looking soil up here. That's even soil. I think so. Or actually there's a telephone number.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a area code.
Unfortunate.
There are just two different area codes.
Okay.
They are not that helpful.
There's a pretty big range to our southwest.
Oh, yeah.
So that's probably helpful. I'm not really sure where this is. I can't really see good range here, but probably just miss it. Maybe this. Okay, oh, actually wrong island. Interesting.
Yeah, just in general, we have trees and stuff.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Kind of more... Yeah, it's a bit too green, a bit too many trees for Fuerteventura. Like the houses are more colorful, I would say, on all the western islands. Like Fuerteventura and especially Lanzarote, they don't really like colorful houses. I mean, Lanzarote, there are like all the houses are white. In Fuerteventura, you can see some like yellow and red houses.
Okay, yeah.
But in general, when you get like every house is like a different color, then you are Gran Canaria or west of it.
Yeah.
And it said on the wall, it said something Teide, which is the it's the highest mountain in Spain actually.
Yeah, where is it? There.
So yeah, it's kind of useful to know.
We didn't have the area code, so maybe you can explain the area codes anyway.
Yeah, 928 is Gran Canaria and east of it, and 922 is Tenerife and west of it. So.
Ooh. Actually a sign for once.
Actually a sign.
But that's good, we can talk about that too. Okay. Here's the coast. Yeah. Houses all around pretty much. There's a really high mountain over there. It's all the way over here, okay.
Well, we see the big mountain, the big Teide again.
Yeah.
That is, you see that a lot in this region. Definitely quite helpful. Otherwise, it is pretty green. Like that's generally the case. That the north of the islands is more green than the south. You can see that on the map that like, the north is a lot more green than the south in general. Yeah, I mean it says the road number TF5, which it's pretty easy to guess. TF stands for Tenerife.
Yeah, actually every island has their own abbreviation, right?
LC for Lanzarote, FB for Fuerteventura, GC for Gran Canaria, TF Tenerife, LP is La Palma, La Gomera is just GM, and El Hierro is HI. So yeah, that is definitely helpful, especially for moving games.
Another sign actually, but probably not that useful.
Not that useful. I am not sure.
We're just here, of course. No. Okay, that was La Gomera.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you find like in the south and west of La Gomera, you find a lot of this kind of landscape with like relatively open, like little vegetation, mostly like grass, and then you have like palm trees scattered all over the place, which kind of is the case here. So yeah, that's the thing. There are so many different things that you could point out, like small parts of one island that
Yeah.
looks distinctive. Yeah, it's just way too much stuff. Um, this one is interesting.
Yeah, or just quite mountainous here. Mountainous and dry. Go somewhere here. Ooh, nice.
Nice.
And you
Very
get
good guess.
so close again, nice.
That valley for me is just really distinctive for some reason. Super dry. This valley also has a lot of like banana plantations. You can't really see them, but you see some of these like white tents down there and up on the hill. All of this stuff.
Like mountains like these.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a thing that definitely a thing on Gran Canaria that the mountains are like very like you have a lot of exposed rock, deep canyons. This kind of landscape already kind of has to be Gran Canaria. I mean, to some extent, you find the same on La Gomera.
Okay.
All the other islands, you can find areas that could potentially look like this, and like I don't know, La Palma or Tenerife. They have more like they are a mountain and it just slopes up on all sides, and yeah.
Right. Yeah.
The terrain on La Gomera and Gran Canaria is just a lot more rough. You don't really find like a gentle slope up the hill.
Okay.
It's just always steep valleys and stuff.
Okay. So it's more green again.
Okay. I think I know where we are.
Okay, no. And now we got a La Palma location, nice.
Yeah, we got our La Palma location. That's nice. There's not that much to say. It's a pretty generic Canary Islands location, I would say. Could this be other islands potentially? Yes, for sure, but La Palma just made most sense.
Yeah, I guess just a experienced guess then.
But in general, La Palma, the terrain is somewhat gentle, like it's a relatively consistent slope down to the coast where we are, at least on the southern half of the island. That's what you get.
Yeah.
You don't really get like rocks and valleys and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just some like all these like hills you see all around are little volcanoes that erupted sometime in the past. Oh, that is very nice.
That looks epic.
I'm happy we get this location.
But there you can see the coastline. I mean, we have more coastline over here.
Areas.
Yeah. Just enough. Yeah, those are the thingies there. I don't know. Okay, I missed it, I guess. Yeah, you said you're happy you got this location just because of the landscape or because there's something to
it's a very cool distinctive
for sure.
place. If you look on the map, you can kind of see. I mean, you can also see the ridge and the thing, but we have this like giant ridge where basically at some point in the past, a big chunk of the island collapsed and it left this big caldera.
Ah.
And yeah, then it's pretty, again, north side of the island, so it's pretty lush and green. Just this giant ridge all around us. Pretty cool place.
Yeah, nice. Also, I get a feeling that you get a lot of Gen 2 on kind of the Western Islands, like the smaller ones. I mean, they don't have Gen 4, we already said that, but I feel like every location we had was pretty much Gen 2, I feel like.
Yeah, maybe. I think there should be, I mean, there definitely is Gen 3 in this area. They have, as I said, they only have the old Gen 3 with antenna. All the other islands have some newer Gen 3 without antenna. They don't even have that, and they don't have Gen 4, so yeah.
Final round. Where do you want the final round to be?
I don't know. Another La Palma would be cool.
Okay.
What? I don't think it is, but it's also
We have
very cool.
we have a phone call.
Yeah.
I already forgot them. Yeah, I don't know. It was over here. Okay.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. It's somewhat dry. You do see a lot of cacti for sure. You have these you do see a lot of stone walls all over, like on the higher parts of El Fierro, like in the northeast. You see a lot of these stone walls. I can't really say anything else.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, 922 has to be one of the Western Islands.
All right, nice. Do you feel like we're missing anything important?
I think we covered most things when it comes to meta or just general tips. I mean, there are so many more places we could look at.
Yeah, of course.
So many more distinctive regions that we didn't get, but yeah.
All right, no, great.
I don't think we can go through all of them, or it would be
of course.
Would be kind of pointless to just point out this is what that place looks like. This is what that place looks like.
Yeah, no, there's no point.
I mean, yeah.